Hi, this is Janet Nation from Keller Williams, and welcome to Janet Nation on Real Estate. So today I want to give you some tips on what you can do to increase your credit score if you're looking to purchase a home in the very near future. Now, before I even start, I just want you to know there's other components that are important too when it comes to purchasing a home, not just your credit, but I just want to talk about specifically credits today and 7 things that you can do to help get that score up. All right. So the first thing is really the obvious: pay your bills on time. You never want to be more than 30 days late, right? Because if you're more than 30 days late, it gets reported to the credit bureaus. And if it gets reported to the credit bureaus, your score is going to go down. And it's going to take, depending on the situation, it's going to take at least 30 days to go back up. Unless you keep being late, then, then it'll take even longer to restore itself. So please pay your bills on time. And you never, ever, ever want to be late on your student loans. Because once you're late on your student loans, just even 30 days, you take such a dip on your credit score, and it literally takes months to restore itself. So you definitely do not want to especially be late on your student loans. Number 2, don't utilize the maximum of 30% of that line. That will help your scores to go up. Now, if you're in a financial position to pay them off, why not? But just try to make sure that you're not using more than 30% of your credit line. Number 3, from those revolving credits that you have, it'd be a good idea if you can actually pay off the ones that have a high minimum payment. And the reason for that is because one of the things that the lender's going to do when you're looking at a home is they're going to look at something called your debt to income ratio, most commonly known as DTI. They're going to want to see how much debt you have in relation to your income and in relation to that home that you are looking to purchase in the future. And if you don't fall within their mathematical formula, that's not going to be a good thing for you. So those they don't look at the overall balance. I just want you to know it's not the overall balance they're looking at, it's a monthly minimum. So if you are in a position to pay off really high monthly minimums, then that would be a good idea to do that, because that will put you in a good position. Number 4, if you have any judgments and collections, this is not even optional. You got to pay them off. You got to pay off judgments and collections. You are not going to get a loan with judgments and collections. And the good thing is, if you can call it the good thing, is that you can work with them and maybe negotiate some kind of reduction in the amount owed. But you definitely have to, it's not optional. You have to pay off those judgment and collections. And number 5, if you don't have any trade lines, or if you only have one trade line, you want to have at least 3. The bank wants to see how you pay back. So if you have to get another credit card or 2 and use it to maybe put gas in your car or groceries and then pay it back, the bank wants to see your ability to pay. So try to have at least 3 trade lines. So those are the 5 tips. Did I say 7 before? It's 5. There's are 5 tips I want to give you to increase your credit score if you're looking to purchase in the near future. Now, I will tell you, you can have a credit score as low as 520 and get a loan. But guess what? You're going to have the worst possible terms. So Don't let anyone talk you into that. Yeah, I can still get you a loan. You don't want to do that. Take the time and fix your credit. You will have an undesirable terms, high interest rate. That's not really the way to go. So a lot of these things are pretty, you don't have to hire anybody. A lot of times you could just work on these things, what I just told you to do on your own, and then you'll see if you're consistent with what you're doing, you're going to see a nice increase in your credit score. So that's it for now. The 5 tips: pay your bills on time, never be late on your student loan, don't use more than 30% of your credit line, pay off any debt that has a high minimum payment, pay off all judgments and collections, and make sure you have at least 3 trade lines. So if you are watching me on YouTube, please come back next time. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you for listening in, Janet Nation.